Brownwood Lions. After that, we have the latest from the Crosstown Showdown, Abilene Cooper against Abilene High in a game you will not want to miss. Following those two thrillers, we talk all things Cristobal Cougars and San Angelo TLCA Eagles, both programs looking for their first win of the season. All of this and much more to come. Week 2 of Fox Football Live starts now. Live. I'm Damian Bartonic, and you know what time it is. Time to talk all things high school football. We have a stacked sportscast to give you all tonight. 7 games, our band of the week, and much more. So without further ado, let's crack open an ice-cold Dr. Pepper and get into our game of the week between the Wall Hawks and the Brownwood Lions. First, with a quick breakdown on each team's biggest key for success, starting with the home team, the Wall Hawks. The biggest key for the Wall Hawks tonight will be stopping that man on your screen, Trey Mosley, the 2-time state champ running back, started for the 6'8 Titans, the Duncanville Panthers. This is his first season at Brownwood, and head coach Sammy Burnett has made it known he wants to feed that horse. Wall's best chance at stopping Mosley will come by their defensive line keeping gap integrity. What I mean is they cannot leave the gap they are assigned to pre-snap. You see here, Wall is in a 3-3 defense, and at the line of scrimmage, they're actually out-leveraged, but their D linemen win at the point of attack, keep their gap integrity, not rushing upfield, but rushing in their gap and towards the strength of the play. For Brownwood, they like to play a lot of man coverage. Wall came out of the gate last week against Mason, throwing the pill all over the lot, especially deep. So the Lions corners will have no choice but to be disciplined. What I mean by that is do not get caught with your eyes in the backfield and be sure to play the wideouts' hands when they are targeted. Rather than try to make a play on the ball, Brownwood's corners should make a play on the Hawks receivers at the catch point by fighting the hands, ensuring a pass breakup rather than giving up a catch. Look, y'all, this is a huge game with plenty of stakes on the line. I cannot tell you how excited I am for this one. So without further ado, man, let's get right into it. Let's go ahead and start with Trey Mosley's first carry as a Lion. You're going to see right here, he gets the ball right here, but he is stuffed by the Hawks. That is nothing right there. So the Lions end up punting. Wall football now, Hagan Barbee. He's going to run like a madman. Hard runner. Big first down. Now later on in the drive, the Lions, they're going to roar back. 4th and a long one, inside zone. Thomas Lianos gets crushed. That is a turnover on downs. Now Brownwood looks to get something going now, but the only place they go is backwards right here. Mosley gets stuffed and they punt on this drive. Now Landon York, he's going to take the snap. Wall Hawks ball. He's going to hit his wideout on the slant, and that is a huge first down for Wall. Second quarter now, same drive, and this is the play of the day. Kellen Oliver, oh my goodness. Wow, look at that play. A play so nice you have got to see it twice. Da-na-na, top 10 and all that good stuff. Look at this in slow-mo. Oh my goodness, what a play. That puts the Wall Hawks up 7-zip, but the Lions, they don't go away. Trey Mosley running like John Riggins. Look at my man looking like John Riggo. That is a first down, and later in the drive, you're going to see Mosley. He's going to get the pill, and it looks like he's going to be down, but look at this. His knee actually never hits. Look, the Wall Hawks think, oh, it's done, but it's not. That's going to go for 6. That's his first touchdown as a Brownwood Lion. That will knot it up at 7 apiece, and ultimately, they pulled away by a final score of 17-7. What a game. That was a game that lived up to expectations. I was very excited to cover that one, and I'm glad I was able to be there. Now, on to another dogfight between two great programs, Abilene Cooper and Abilene High. Let me welcome in my superstar teammate, my guy, Sean Humphrey. Sean, you have been all over this rivalry there in Abilene. You were pumped for this one. Go ahead and fill us in on the game.
Well, Damian, the excitement was warranted. The 64th Crosstown Showdown was a battle until the end. The Cooper Cougars lead the all-time series with 36 wins, but the Abilene Eagles, ranked 8th in Texas 5A Division I, have won the last two matchups. Let's go ahead and look at the highlights. Here's the first quarter. It's Braden Henry rolling right, and the need for speed in Abilene strikes again. Henry high steps into the end zone, and I must be uncultured because I have no idea what to call this, but the young man has earned the right to flex. Later on in the first, Cooper taking the kickoff. The returner gives the Cougars good field position and does his best Superman impression, launching himself into midair. And unfortunately for Cooper, they wouldn't find a way to score, vertically going the extra mile there. Braden Henry again uncorking the long pass, but unfortunately it's intercepted. He shot for the stars, but unfortunately ran into a constellation of Cougars. And Abilene Cooper would still have to wait until later, and later on they did find a way to break into the scorecard. Xavier Alexander, who had 2 touchdowns last week, cutting through the defenders. It doesn't matter if it looks like the Eagles are going to catch him because they're not going to get him. He waves goodbye and tumbles into the end zone for a touchdown to tie the game at 7 for both Abilene teams. Shotwell Stadium's going crazy. Braden Henry again not dismayed by that interception, and he'll drop a dime to his wide receiver and future UTEP minor Ryland Bradford. And this game was close until the end. The final score 42-33. Abilene Eagles. What a game. Abilene wins its 3rd consecutive Crosstown Showdown. They'll face historic Odessa Permian next week. Traveling Eagles fans will have about a week to wash down those nails they must have been eating at Shotwell Stadium. But Damian, it doesn't stop there, does it? We've got a lot more to go here on Fox Football Live. Here we go, my man. Let's keep it rolling.
Sean, there's a lot. Thank you, my friend. What an awesome game. And hey, I hope this isn't the last we'll hear from you tonight. I don't know. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. All right, let's talk some 2A football now. Albany and Hawley are entering week 2 in completely different moods. Albany, they got blown off the field last week by nearly 7 touchdowns. Hawley walked away victorious. These are 2 storied programs. Let's go ahead and get into it. This was a defensive one early. Hawley with the quick pitch into the backfield for a good gain of about 9. Look at that rumbling and bumbling everywhere. Next play now you're going to see here in a second. The ball will be snapped. And like I said, it was a defensive one. Albany defender almost makes a play in the backfield there, but Keegan Abels, the coach's son, with a nice throw, but unfortunately it's incomplete. Next play, the ball is about to be snapped, and you're going to see here Abels hands it off to the running back, but he gets nowhere, absolutely nowhere. Next play though, right here, 4th and 2 now. A little bit of ways to go. It's a long 2. It's going to be a tough conversion to make. You're going to see here the coach's son, like I said, Keegan Abels, drops back, tries to make a play, but that'll end up a turnover on downs. There was no score here through a good bit of the first half, but Hawley would ultimately pull away in the second half, and they'd win 21-zip. That was a tough contest there between 2 well-coached teams. The defending state champs now, they start 0-2. That is crazy. It's football, baby. Now, this is our 4th game of the night, so it's only right we talk some TLCA San Angelo Eagles, who are looking to win more than 4 games in a season for the 2nd time in a row. This one, TLCA and Cisco, we pick up in the 1st. Eagles offense here, handoff to number 25, and he's just stopped by a host of Lobos. They just gave him a nice little party right there. Oh, my goodness. Eagles offense, quarterback, he's going to toss to number 8, but you're going to see right here, incomplete, barely. Had the possession, but the feet were not in. Eagles defense now. Lobo quarterback fakes the handoff, and look at that. Oh, he's gone. He's going. He's going. He's going. He's going. Oh, my goodness. There we go. Eagles offense yet again. You're going to see here, right here. drop the snap, and there we go. That kind of is the story of the night for TLCA there. Eagles on offense now, quarterback under pressure, and he's going to end up throwing this one out of bounds, just nowhere to go. Now again, Eagles defense, Lobo number 6 takes off for the score. He just dances, walks his way into the end zone. Wasn't much there until the very end. That was an easy score, and honestly, that's what it was tonight for Cisco. It was very easy. They win this one big by a final score of 62-8. Unfortunate for my TLCA Eagles there. All right, y'all, 4 games down, plenty of highlights to show you, but let's show some love to the fans, the cheer, and the bands we saw tonight that were going crazy for their favorite teams.
Score prediction.
17-10 Lakeview.
And brothers Spade and Wyatt Henry.
Week 2, but the energy is off the charts. Let's take some time now. Look at some other scores from our region. Cristobal, unfortunately, suffered a big loss tonight, but hey, the Ballinger Bearcats, 2 more wins than they had last year already. Big time win, 21-0. Now, the Clyde Bulldogs came up just short against Eastland. That final score was 35-14. Now, the Mason Punchers, this was a close game for a while, but they pulled away big there in the 4th quarter. You see 47-19 over Brady. And then we have Merkel and Bangs. This one was also close for a good minute, and Bangs ended up walking it out 20-14. Woo, what a game. All right, y'all, 4 games down with plenty of sounds heard, but hey, there's a lot left in week 2 of Fox Football Live. Keep it here for more after the break. Welcome back to Fox Football Live, baby. Damian Bartonic here. Let's get into some more football, and you know I can't do it without my offensive coordinator, my guy, Sean Humphrey. Sean, another big game at San Angelo Stadium went down between two clubs looking to bring home their first win of the season. Fill us in on how it all went down, my friend.
Well, Damian, the word of the day for Lakeview was frustration. That's what I saw from the coaches before the game, but it was passion that carried them forward as the Chiefs tried to break a 10-game losing streak. I'd call Chris Alviso the man of the hour, but football games take a few of them. Either way, he was everywhere. Under center, he looks to his right and your left, firing the pass, bombs away. The receiver, Chris Rodella, is going to get into the end zone without issue for the first score of the game, and the Lakeview Chieftain Band is beside itself here. Check them out. And I would say they're beside themselves, but if we go back to a few weeks ago, our favorite drummer was in the same spot, having a good time, treating the scrimmage like it was a playoff game. And we're going to go back to Alviso, another long pass, bombs away again, and you got mossed. That is number one, Francisco Ramirez, who finished last week's games with 11 receptions for 149 yards and a touchdown. Brought down in enemy territory. Alviso again using his legs, running to his right, and they will not catch him. He high steps into the end zone. He came in last week to replace starter Austin Perez, and not bad for a backup gliding into the end zone there. 14-0 Lakeview, and the next play you'll see is what happened. He is playing linebacker here, rushing on the edge, and he's the first one to the ball. Third down quickly turns to fourth down for the Tigers. Mr. Alviso, you are a hoss. But check it out. Hey, you know what? Snyder actually fought back, and it was a back-and-forth game until the end. And Snyder picks up his first win of the season, snapping a 6-game losing streak, 40-34. Snyder, and the man who won the 2 of the last 3 New Mexico 4A state championships, coming out with the win. Lakeview's going to have to wait at least another week, Damian. Let's see what happens.
Sean, first off, 11 for 149 in a tub. Last week's great. Another great game today. Man, that dude is white hot. All right, so we got another game to come here right now. Let's take a look at Ozona and El Dorado now. 2 programs with 1-0 records heading into tonight's game. Let's pick this one up in the first quarter. 7-0 deficit for the Lions. Lions are going to be in the red zone, knocking on the door, baby, of scoring. Outside zone here, and this one goes for a gain of a couple. You're going to see, look at him, get off me. Next play, Fowler. He's going to hand it off yet again. Same guy, same number, all that good stuff. And look at him, again, knocking on the door. You hear me? Knocking on that door, ready to score some points. And finally, though, the Lions, they're actually going to score. Fowler right here, number 4, yet again. Oh, my goodness, simultaneous possession always goes to the wideout. And look at him. That's on his head. That's on his head. There we go. Ozona wins this one, 28-19. Hey, that was nasty. That was nasty. All right, everyone. All right, Band of the Week time tonight on Fox Football Live. This band is unique and deserving of the honor. One of the best in West Texas, y'all. I'm not lying. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the Wallhawks Band. Nick Cannon out there with those drums, man. That's crazy. All right, guess what? We are about 20 minutes down, but we still have plenty more to show you. Keep it here for our 7th game of the night right after the break. Welcome back, West Texas. Let's get into another contest. Jim Ned looks to avoid the 0-2 start against Trinity Christian. Lots of new pieces across the board, and this game was awesome like you'd expect. First quarter, we go. Early first, like I mentioned, handoff. It's going to go up the middle for a healthy. We'll take a 4-yard gain any day of the week on the ground, all right? Next play you're going to see right here. We're actually going to work off that run play right there. We're going to do a little bit of play action. Look at me singing. Play action. And this one's actually almost picked off by the sinking linebacker there. All right, y'all. Third down to come, and you got to make a play. You got to make a play, right? It's third down, baby, but the quarterback is actually flushed out of the pocket and is forced to throw the rock away. So that's going to end up in a punt. So the Ned forces actually a punt for their opponents. Their ball again, dual back shotgun formation inside zone, and that goes for a good chunk of 15+ yards to set them up in the red zone. A couple of plays later, the Indians nearly give the ball back to TC, but luckily the quarterback lands on the football. Thankfully, because finally the Ned gets some points on the board. Quarterback with some touch hands this off to the wideout, and that will give Jim Ned the lead, and they'd go on to win this one big. Shout out to the Ned, man. 42-12, man. Oh, my. Shout out to the Ned, man. They needed that win. Great, great job out there, fellas. All right, gotta love it. This has been fun, man. I've had a lot of fun. We've all been loving it. As we start to wrap up this week's edition of Fox Football Live, when we come back, we'll get our weather update from meteorologist Brent Musall, as well as a preview of some of the best games for Week 3.
Damian, second week of Fox Football Live. Honestly, great weather, especially by early September standards. 86, that was the high temperature in St. Angelo. 87 in Abilene, 84 in Brownwood. Honestly, not a whole lot to complain about other than some of the showers and thunderstorms we had across the area. Overnight, though, all that activity going to dissipate. Weekend looking to be absolutely gorgeous across West Central Texas. Any outdoor plans you might have this weekend, just expect the really beautiful temperatures. Not expecting a whole lot of rain or clouds to be seen across the area. This weekend, Angelo State going to be playing at Emporia State all the way up in Emporia, Kansas. Kickoff going to be at 1 p.m. and honestly, the weather is looking gorgeous. I'm very envious of folks going up to Emporia, Kansas because it is just beautiful weather. 72 by kickoff at 1 p.m. A little bit closer to home. West Georgia going to be playing at Abilene Christian tomorrow in the beautiful Key City of Abilene. 81, that's going to be the temperature at about 7 o'clock when kickoff happens at 7. So gorgeous weather for college football this weekend, and gorgeous weather looks to stick with us into the work week. And remember, folks, for your latest weather updates, you can always find them online and on social media. Damian, back to you.
Thanks, Britton. I appreciate you, man. Now, week 2 was fantastic, but I have a feeling that week 3 might be even better. Let's look at some of these matchups now. Huge game right here between Wiley and Lubbock Coronado. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Abilene High, they look to go 3-0 as they take on Odessa Permian. We all know about Odessa Permian now. Next games that we got right here. San Angelo Central, another shot at winning next week for their first win of the season. They could get it, but it's going to be tough. Abilene Cooper, that's a good matchup. Next, this is going to be our game of the week, y'all. With Jim Ned and Wall, we got to do it. Next, Mason, they take on the Coleman Blue Cats, and then a tough Sonora squad goes and takes on El Dorado. Awesome, awesome games next week. To everyone watching, thank you so much for tuning in to Week 2's edition of Fox Football Live. We had a ton of fun and will continue to bring you the best action from football fields across West Texas. Enjoy your weekend, everyone. Drink a Dr. Pepper and stay safe. I'm Damian Bartonic, and I'll see you next week.